Hi everyone, welcome to Grammar and Writing Academy, your destination for mastering English. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Today, we're going on an amazing adventure with words. Words are everywhere around us, and they help us communicate in so many ways. We use words to talk and write, and when we put words together in a special way, we make sentences. Sentences are like magic because they help us express our thoughts and feelings. Sentences help us share our thoughts and ideas with others. They are the building blocks of our conversations and stories. Sentences are like building blocks. Just like we use blocks to build structures, we use words to build sentences. We can make short sentences or long sentences, just like we can build small towers or tall towers. Each sentence can be unique and special, but no matter the size, every sentence needs to make sense. It's important that our sentences are clear and easy to understand. It's like building a tower with blocks. Each block has to be placed correctly to make the tower strong and stable. Each block has to fit together to make the tower strong. Similarly, each word in a sentence has to fit together to make the sentence meaningful. In a sentence, each word has to fit together to make the sentence clear. When words fit together well, they create a sentence that everyone can understand. Are you ready to build some sentences with me? Let's have fun putting words together and creating amazing sentences. Let's learn about the different types of clauses that make up sentences. Clauses are like the pieces of a puzzle that come together to form a complete picture. First, let's meet the independent clause. It's an essential building block in the world of grammar. Independent clauses are like the big, strong blocks in our sentence tower. They form the foundation of clear communication. They can stand alone and still make sense. Imagine them as confident individuals who don't need any support to express a complete idea. An independent clause is a group of words that tells a complete thought. It has a subject and a predicate, making it a full sentence. It's like a mini sentence all by itself, just like a tiny story that stands on its own. For example, the sun is shining, the dog barked. These are simple yet complete thoughts. I ate a big slice of pizza. This sentence tells you exactly what happened without needing more information. See? Each of these clauses stands tall and strong, just like an independent person. They are self-sufficient and clear. They don't need any help to make sense. They are complete on their own. Next time you hear a sentence, see if you can spot the independent clause. It's a fun way to understand sentence structure. It's the part that could be a sentence all by itself. Recognizing independent clauses will make you a grammar pro in no time. Now, let's meet the dependent clause. Dependent clauses are like the smaller blocks in our sentence tower. They need to lean on an independent clause to make sense. A dependent clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb, but it doesn't express a complete thought. It's like a sentence that's missing something. For example, because it was raining. After I went to school. Although he tried his best. See, these clauses are missing something. They need an independent clause to complete their thought. They're like little kids who need a grown-up to help them out. Section 4. Joining forces. Independent and dependent clauses. Now that we know about independent and dependent clauses, let's see how they work together. Independent clauses can stand alone as complete sentences, while dependent clauses cannot. But when they join forces, they create something even more powerful. When we join an independent clause with a dependent clause, we create a complex sentence. This combination allows us to add more depth and detail to our writing, making it more engaging and informative. It's like building a big, strong tower with both big and small blocks. The independent clause acts as the sturdy foundation, while the dependent clause adds layers of meaning and context. The independent clause is the strong base, and the dependent clause adds more detail and information. This way, our sentences become more interesting and complete. For example, the sun is shining although it rained earlier. Here, the sun is shining is the independent clause, and although it rained earlier is the dependent clause that provides additional context. The dog barked because it saw a squirrel. In this sentence, the dog barked is the independent clause, and because it saw a squirrel is the dependent clause explaining why the dog barked. I ate a big slice of pizza after I finished my homework. Here, I ate a big slice of pizza is the independent clause, and after I finished my homework is the dependent clause that tells us when the action happened. See how the dependent clauses add more information to the independent clauses? They provide reasons, conditions, and additional details that make the sentence richer and more complete. They work together to create a complete and interesting sentence. By combining independent and dependent clauses, we can express more complex ideas and convey more information in a single sentence. Section 5. Clause detectives. Can you find them? Now it's your turn to be a clause detective. Let's see if you can identify the independent and dependent clauses in these sentences. My brother loves to play video games, even though he knows he should take a break. Before we go to the park, we need to pack a picnic lunch. The cat meowed loudly until someone finally fed her. Can you spot the independent clauses? Remember, they can stand alone as sentences. Can you spot the dependent clauses? They need an independent clause to make sense. Being a clause detective is so much fun. Section 6. Clause quiz. Test your knowledge. Ready for a quiz? Let's see how much you've learned about clauses. Which of these is an independent clause? Because I said so. He went to the store after the movie. Which of these is a dependent clause? She won the race. When the bell rings, the dog barked. What type of sentence is made up of an independent and a dependent clause? Simple sentence. Complex sentence. Short sentence. Write your answers in the comments to be a clause expert. Section 7. Hooray for clauses. We did it! We learned all about independent and dependent clauses. Remember, independent clauses are like strong, independent people, while dependent clauses need a little help. By using both types of clauses, we can build amazing sentences that are clear, interesting, and full of information. So keep practicing, and soon you'll be a sentence-building superstar. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you soon!